I think we can all now safely say that bearded Jokic is the best Jokic. It's patently obvious to even the NBA neophyte that the Denver Nuggets big man is one of the most outstanding basketball savants that has ever stepped foot on the hardwood. There is no other reasonable conclusion after watching Nikola Jokic enter his 10th year in the NBA after already winning a regular season MVP or NBA Finals MVP in each of the last 4 seasons. All that and somehow being more dominant than ever on a Denver Nuggets team that many thought would be taking a step back. Guys, I'm talking about all of that in today's video, so make sure you like this video and you are subscribed to the Half Court Report for some of the best NBA content that you're going to find on YouTube. But first, thank you to today's sponsor, Achio Gloves. Now, guys, these are some fantastic gloves. They sent me a pair, and with it getting colder, with winter just right around the corner, I was like, wow, these gloves could not have come at a better time. So they sent me 2 pairs. They sent me this green pair. They sent me this black pair. Our good friends at Achio, they have sent us a link just for Half Court Report viewers. Check out that link in the description below. Get your Achio gloves. Get all kinds of pairs. They have like 10, 20 different pairs. Get them all. Tell them Half Court Report sent you. And back to the video. Robert Zeglinski over at USA Today wrote a fantastic article detailing how good Jokic has been thus far in this young season. I'm going to link that down below. But in his opinion, and the opinion of many others, Jokic is the clear frontrunner for a 4th regular season MVP, with him averaging a near 30-point triple-double so far while shooting over 50% from 3 on nearly 4 attempts per game. The competition isn't even that close. I mean, my man is averaging career highs in multiple categories. He's also a league leader in deflections and steals. As a result, he has this Nuggets team who would likely be one of the worst in the Western Conference without him at a 7-3 record and a top 5 offense. Jokic is truly showing us that he is better than ever. On top of already orchestrating Denver's offense like the basketball genius that he is, Jokic is now pushing the pace for one of the fastest teams in the association. A year after playing a mostly effective but rigid style of offense with the 26th ranked pace, the Nuggets are near the top of the NBA now in offensive pace. This happens while Denver remains an elite top 5 half-court offense. On top of already working for a quality shot at all costs in the half court, Jokic now gets to ignite the sneaky Nuggets athletic group in transition for tons of easy baskets with his trademark passing. Life has never been easier for Christian Braun, Peyton Watson, Julian Strawther, and of course, Russell Westbrook. Those concerns last offseason about poor spacing and a lack of three-point shooting, well, not so much a concern anymore because this Jokic-led offense that emphasizes punishing opposing defenses in every possible way is humming. At this rate, the Nuggets are basically impossible to game plan for. The wild thing about this team, though, is that everyone moves off ball. Everybody runs, everybody touches the ball, all the guys trust each other. Essentially, these players have bought into Jokic's beautiful game. Christian Braun, for instance, has been a revelation as the team's starting shooting guard, as an efficient two-way energy man. Peyton Watson has evolved into an all-around forward who gives other teams fits every night. Julian Strawther is showing how he's an empowered, polished scorer with an excellent feel for the game. And then Russ has bought in as a vigorous facilitator who understands how vital his leadership and being a mentor is to each of these younger players on the Nuggets roster. Then you have Michael Porter Jr. MPJ is no longer a one-dimensional spot-up shooter. He's a guy who is finally comfortable putting the ball on the floor, a guy who makes the extra play for his teammates in a fashion that demonstrates Jokic's mindset is rubbing off on him too. And then you have Jamal Murray, a guy who hasn't been himself since his injury. He's still rounding back into form, having a few good games here and there. Aaron Gordon, he's recovering from injury. So the lack of these two near all-star caliber players only magnifies what Jokic and the rest of the Nuggets squad is able to do. And for what it's worth, Nikola Jokić seems to be reinvigorated by all this chaos and energy. On top of being a do-it-all superstar who does all the little things and the big things, you can tell there's just something a little bit different about his approach this season. I saw some video recently of him really talking in the huddle. Saw the stuff about, Jokic doesn't care about basketball. He just wants to go ride his horses. Sure, maybe the guy loves horses, but he definitely cares about basketball and is a vocal leader who also leads by example. All that being said, though, the Nuggets still have some things they can work on. The young wings have been good, but they have a way to go before they're ready to contribute quality minutes in a tense playoff atmosphere. Even while brimming with electric playmaking talent, the defense also remains a work in progress, and there can always be better cohesiveness and communication. Denver also needs to find a way to make sure Jokic's minutes don't get any higher than what they already are. You don't want to run this guy into the ground before what the Nuggets hope is a long postseason. Jokic is currently averaging 38 minutes per game. Before this season, the most minutes he averaged per game was 34 and a half. So definitely an adjustment there for him, but he is taking it in stride and playing some of the best basketball that we've ever seen. Denver is just not in the business of wearing him out before the postseason begins. However, these concerns look like they're going to be addressed gradually as the season progresses. The Nuggets are doing all the right things against some of the NBA's best teams, and they are learning valuable lessons about themselves along the way too. So it's still early, but they're on track to be a monster in the Western Conference and in the entire NBA. But of course, all this early season success is due to Nikola Jokić, who has taken his game to yet another level in his age 30 season. And if we're being honest, the gap has never been wider between him and the next best player in the NBA. He is bringing it every night and bringing the rest of his team along with him. Guys, that's what I think, but let me know in the comments what you think of this Nuggets squad, and what do you see Nikola Jokić averaging for the rest of the season? Since you've watched this far, make sure you drop a like for the YouTube algorithm. Check out my pinned comment too, and since we're talking about players that are taking the NBA by storm, do you guys know about Yuki Kawamura? Shortest player in the NBA, 5'8", but this guy plays like Steve Nash out there. He's currently on the Memphis Grizzlies, and he is becoming not only a fan favorite, but an NBA favorite when the team goes to opposing arenas too. I had to do a whole video on this guy, break down his game. Make sure you check that out. Let me know what you think, and I will catch you next time on the Half Court Report. Don't be a casual in basketball or in life, and I'll see you next time.